What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Three Idiots with a Mic. I gotta keep getting used to that one. It's been, what is the second episode now as the rebrand?
Rebrand, yes.
What the fuck is William doing? All I
He
see
is hiding in the darkness. The emo
so
kid
ominous.
that he is.
I was waiting to be announced so I can make my entrance.
I'm sorry. I
It's a
messed that one
visual
up.
medium.
I'm your host, Branden. Joining me is, of course, the other two idiots, Lewis.
Hey, guys.
William.
Good evening.
And, of course, as always, Zach.
It's me, Zach. Hi, everybody.
How's everybody doing? How's everyone's week been?
Good, man.
Busy as hell.
Yeah,
Easy as-
pretty much.
Yeah, nothing exciting. No crazy.
Oh, we got some exciting
Shenanigans?
stuff that we're going to do this weekend. We're actually going to go out to Georgia because we're fucking fed up. Cabin fever moments of just being stuck in Orlando. So we're going to the Georgia Guidestones,
What the
which
hell is that?
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that.
No.
It is a fascinating, weird thing that was put up in Georgia. And it basically has these it's these stones, like Stonehenge-style stones, with, inscriptions on them. And these were put in the 1970s. And they have,
By who?
basically a 10 Commandments that humanity should obey because of potential alien invasion.
Who
Okay.
put this up?
Some rich guy. Nobody knows who it is, though. Because
Okay,
they bought the land.
this is kind of awesome.
I love it. Most people are like, we have cabin fever. We need to get out. Let's go hit, the mall. Or let's go for a walk in the park. Louis and Naomi, we have cabin fever. We're going to drive across state lines to go find, the to-do list in case of alien invasion.
Are you?
Welcome to the show.
It sounds like it's in a park.
It probably isn't. Are you guys taking the kids, or is it just going to be
No,
you two?
just us two.
you two. Okay. That would have been fun with the kids. I would have.
Oh my
I feel
God.
like
Road
that
trips
would
are
have
never
been.
fun with kids.
Yeah.
Road trips are never fun with the
No.
kids.
No.
When I
Okay.
moved to West Palm and I was married, and my wife had two girls, and she had to go see her family up in Stone Mountain, Georgia. It was a 10-hour drive. Oh my God! And let's not even include when she wanted to take dogs, because that was even worse. I learned very quickly that you leave at 9 o'clock at night,
Yes.
right around their bedtime. You
Yep.
drive through, you stop for gas and pee and refreshments, and you keep on driving. That was the only time I could actually do it in the 10 hours. Because by the time you get there, even if you stop, you get around there 7 a.m., they're waking up, grandma's here, yay, go play with grandma, I'm going to fucking sleep. In the middle of the day? Why?
I always forget, how old is Naomi's oldest daughter?
11.
11.
Mhm.
I feel. Do you think with her age it'd be bad? Even a road trip would be bad.
No, it won't. But she has no
It's
interest in doing
the
that.
wee ones. It's the wee ones.
Yeah,
They're
the small, the really.
terrible. They're God's miracle until they
They're-
puke on
They're
you.
really good about falling asleep on the car, but the thing is that's a long trip.
That's a very long trip.
And
Whereabouts in Georgia is it? Because I'm
it's
thinking
right
it's not-
above Augusta.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're going way the fuck up there.
Yeah,
Have
dude,
fun.
we're driving out on Friday and we're staying in Savannah, and then we're driving the rest of the way.
Savannah's gorgeous.
The
Go.
longest-
Have you ever been to Savannah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I have too. That's a very nice place.
And food is so good.
Yeah,
So good.
the longest I've ever been in a car was 16 hours, and I never want to do it ever again.
Never.
I drove. Well, my father drove us
Tennessee.
from Miami to Tennessee, and I wanted to fucking kill myself, dude.
You see,
was-
I have no problems with car rides. I'm in DC, so New York is a day trip for me. There have been countless times where you drive up, see a show or two, and then drive back in the same day. That doesn't really get on me. I'm fine with it.
How long is the drive between DC and New York City?
6 hours, probably.
6
No,
hours.
it's gonna be less than that because it's about 4.5, maybe 5 hours between Connecticut and Virginia.
Yeah, so probably around then 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds right.
I don't know, man. Like, that's doable. But once you start going after over 5 hours, I'm like, oh my god.
Try doing Orlando, New York City. No,
fuck that.
I'm sure.
Shit. Fuck
by
that
yourself.
My girlfriend, like, years ago, she said she was having like one of those, like, you know, existential crises that you have in your mid-20s and all this shit. And she decided, she just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drive. And she drove from Orlando to New York City and by herself. And I'm like, you're fucking crazy, dude. You're fucking crazy.
Well, 2 years ago, I took a road trip all the way up to Michigan and down the Mississippi River. So it's...
Yeah, but again, you're not doing that by yourself.
You built yourself.
Like, driving that length by yourself that's scary, because at least with somebody else you could, like, if you're dozing off, that person could be like, yo, let's like pull over, you know, it's dangerous.
I think the farthest I've driven by myself is Texas, and that was like
from Miami or Orlando.
From Miami. I think that was like maybe 12 hours, something like that.
No, skirt. Wait, from Miami to fucking like Tallahassee, it's like 8 hours.
Yeah, and then from Tallahassee, no, it's not 8 hours to Tallahassee.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
It's 8 hours to Pensacola.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it. People did not.
It depends the way you drive.
People did not tune into our show to hear about fucking driving.
People are like, I'm going to listen to this podcast about movies and spill binge and pop culture and video games, and we're giving you driving instructions.
All right. Let's go into our first segment. Spill binge. Spill binge. This is where Zach brings one Steven Spielberg movie every week until we finally finish it. I don't know how many movies are left. I know we're in the later half of his
we crossed with Amistad. That was about 3-4 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
that was the exact halfway point. That was also the last one that I had on videotape. All the rest are DVD or Blu-ray. So
damn. So you whipped out? Well, did you whip out like a fucking VHS player for this?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
You know, I don't think I own a VHS player anymore, man.
Really?
I don't.
I am really happy that I do, because there are some movies that I've watched for the first time on VHS that I'm really glad that I did. Like Night of the Living Dead, the original, for example.
Oh, shit.
I saw that for the first time on an old beat-up videotape, and it just looked, there it is. It just looked like so appropriately like scuffed and scuzzy, and I was like, yes, okay, this is right. This feels right.
Do you, before we actually go into the segment, do you have any VHS like tapes that you've watched them to oblivion where just the tape is fucked? Like if you watch the movie, it just does not, something is wrong with it, either if it's visually like fucked up or audio wise.
I had 3 of them.
Really?
Gulliver's Travel, the 1939, the Max Fletcher one that I posted up this weekend on Manbitesmedia.
Yes.
That it's on streaming on Amazon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious movie if you haven't seen it. Original animation before Disney became his home thing. This was actually the original animator of Disney, and he kind of had a falling out with Disney and decided to dip. It's Max Fletcher, I believe it was, or Ray Fletcher. I can't remember.
I don't know. I know his cartoons.
Yeah, is that like Betty Boop and Fuse Cat?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. He also has a very famous Superman cartoon from the I think it's like 1940. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's Fletcher.
Yeah.
So Gulliver Travels. That one I wore that thing out. I still remember the songs. That's how like embedded in my soul it is. Even my mom still remembers the songs.
That's
Jack
hilarious.
Black movie.
Yes, the classic Jack Black film Gulliver's Travels.
All right, so well, actually, you didn't answer, Zach. Do you have any movies like that or no?
I know I've worn out CDs.
Yes,
but I can't think of a movie where I've owned it and watched it so much that I've destroyed it.
Little Mermaid. Well, for my little sister anyway, but that was the first one. That was that and Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. All right. So
Indiana
let's
Jones was the other one that I wore out.
Which one?
Raiders.
Okay.
Of course.
The good one.
The best one.
All right. The best one, but they're all good. Whatever.
It was actually a VHS that you remember when Burger King used to give away as part of like their Happy Meals for like $2 a VHS if you bought like a meal?
I was just talking with my brother about the direct-to-video sequel of Anastasia, which went straight to IHOP.
Wait. Anastasia had a
Yes.
sequel.
It's
Yeah.
horrible. Don't
But
ever watch it.
he has a distinct memory of buying it at an IHOP. So, like, I know the era that you're talking about of, like, when fast food chains would sell videos. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Or, like,
I-
those McDonald Land adventures
Yes.
done by
I remember getting
oh,
like
what's the
toys
company?
and
They did
shit.
Rugrats. I can't pronounce it.
Oh, I
Fast
can't
food
remember
chain,
what
though?
it was. But also, I got Ninja Turtle movies off of them too.
Okay.
Like a lot of the scene and stuff like that of Ninja Turtles, they had those on there, which was awesome.
I remember like the cool things that like the fast food places would do, like the watches and
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Like one of the Rugrats movies had like the scratch
Rugrats in
and
Paris.
sniff. That
Oh, no.
one,
Rugrats Go Wild had the scratch
Yes,
and sniff cards.
yes. They like had the scratch and sniff watch, and then when Lord of the Rings came out, they would sell these the goblets.
I love
Yes.
those things.
I
Yeah.
have a 4.
I have all 4 of the 2009 Star Trek glasses from Burger
Ooh.
King.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
I didn't even know that was
Wow.
a thing.
Oh, they're really good. They're
Yeah.
really beautiful.
They did it for Batman and Robin as well. I
Yes.
ended up getting. I think I have the
Yes.
Freeze and Robin. I think it's only 2 that I have.
Dude, our
I
show
miss
today's
collectible cups.
our show today's been like, let's talk about something, and then we're like, I just
I'm currently drinking out of a Furious 7 cup.
oh, dude.
nice.
Oh
You have-
yeah, the
You have
best
good
of
taste
Fast
in
and Furious.
film, in cinema,
Mhm.
bro.
The
Because
next
Fast
one's
and the
going to
Furious
space.
is cinema. Yes.
Oh dear God, what is Lewis going to go look for?
Oh Lord, he's probably looking for the
Mhm.
goblets of Lord of the Rings or some shit. Oh no, he's not.
Here we go. It's a cup.
Oh,
Nice.
It's Ren and Stimpy.
Wait, where's that from? Oh, I guess I'll ask him when he gets back. But
Ren and Stimpy.
no, I know what show it is. I'm just saying, like, where did he purchase said cup?
Oh, probably at a store where they sell cups.
No, man. If he's showing it, that means fuck you. All right, Lewis.
No, that was actually from McDonald's back in the day.
There you go, McDonald's.
McDonald's. All right.
Damn.
So this week's movie is Zach. Go ahead.
Minority Report.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love this movie so much.
Minority
too.
Report.
Please
Based
give us
on
the
the Philip
boilerplate.
K. Dick story of the same name.
Yes.
This takes place in a future DC, about 50 years in the future from the time that it was made, where there are 3 people who were born with like psychic abilities, to like precogs, who can they have these like vivid visions of crimes that are going to happen in the future, and so they are kept in a tank where their minds are hooked up with things so that a experimental detective department can use it to stop crimes before they happen.
There's also a really creepy dude that looks over them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget his name. Like,
he to me just seemed more like sad. Like that
Okay.
character just bummed me out.
like there's a sequence. Fuck it. I guess we'll say spoilers. So if you haven't seen Minority Report,
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking about that it's going to be a hard one to describe without getting too spoiled.
So spoilers. If you haven't seen Minority Report, then I guess skip ahead and then come back when you've watched the movie. But there's a sequence later on in the movie when they bring Agatha back to the tank, and he like hugs her.
Yeah,
and, like,
Agatha is the most
whispers in her-
powerful of the 3.
Yeah. And he like hugs her and whispers in her ear, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, you look super fucking creepy, dude. Like you're kind of in love
Really
with
does.
her. in, like-
kind of in love with them. They're kind of his children. They're
Yeah.
like it's just he just really bummed
It's
me
bizarre.
out, that character. So Tom Cruise is the head of this division of detectives, and he's super by the book, super great at stopping crimes before they happen. And then one of their visions shows him killing a person,
Yeah.
and so he is in complete denial that it's possible. So clearly he's being set up, and there are a lot of shifty characters, and so he goes on this adventure to try to prove his own future innocence.
Which, by the way, that sequence when he finds the dude in the hotel room,
Yeah,
the guy that he
yeah.
thinks has killed his son.
Yeah.
And like, dude, the raw emotion of just him, like, I can't imagine as a parent, like, maybe finding the person that you think has like harmed your kid.
Yeah.
So
oh man, holy shit.
That is my main thing with this movie, is I thought that was what we were building to. There is a confrontation. Tom Cruise finally finds the guy who he does not know, who the vision says that he will kill. And they have this really tense confrontation between these two characters where we learn a lot about themselves. We learn about like secrets are revealed, and there's like discussions of fate and destiny, and like, are you in charge of it or is it predetermined, and forgiveness, and all these really heavy themes. And then there's another 20 minutes. Like, I totally thought the movie was over. I completely thought like this was a satisfying ending for me, and then there was more movie, which surprised me. Certainly, there are lots of twists in it that I 1,000% did not see coming because I thought the movie was over. But so I don't really know how the ending proper sits with me because I found the like fake out ending so impactful.
Interesting.
I love how it ends. I think that it ends properly at the end. I think it gives you enough of a world building that allows you to understand everything that's going on. I think it fulfills all the stories and everything behind it that you kind of want it resolved at the end of the story. So it doesn't leave any cliffhangers, which I appreciate that, but I also like movies that kind of leave things open.
Yeah, I was. If it ended, if you just shift a couple moments from the last 20 minutes earlier into the film, it would have ended almost in like a Chinatown kind of way, where it's like, everything's resolved, but at what cost?
Yeah,
and I don't know. That would have. Anyway.
I can see where you're coming from, because like, you know, you want to see that resolved. You want to see like him and his ex-wife find the person that killed their son.
Yeah.
And like, as a viewer, you're like, oh yeah, it's this guy, and then they're like, psych, bitch, it's not this guy, and you're like, God.
So the other thing, and we're just spoiling the movie. Screw it. So So with the first act of the movie, with the introduction and the exposition, it starts, by the way, with such a great action sequence. The first like 15 minutes of this movie are Tom Cruise going through a usual case and stopping a crime before it happens, and they set up all the pieces. Again, Spielberg is really great at this. It reminded me of the prologue in Jaws or the prologue in Raiders, where it's basically a short film prelude that is a complete story on its own, but that introduces the world and the protagonist and their view and everything. It was a really great intro. Anyway, after that, and then some more explanation of how the world works, we meet Colin Farrell, who plays a character that I believe is named Bad Guy McBadguyface. And he twists his mustache for a while, and he's clearly the bad guy. And so I was kind of tired. I was like, yeah, you got Colin Farrell, you have him doing that. Yeah, I get it. He's the bad guy. He's acting like a jerk to everybody. He's the bad guy. He's the one who confronts him with the vision of his own thing. And I'm like, you're the bad guy. I get it. So they do subvert it. Again, super spoilers, but Colin Farrell is not the definitive bad guy. He is an antagonistic force, but he's not behind it all. So I do give them credit for twisting that. That really did surprise me. Again, it surprised me in the last 20 minutes, which I don't think should be there, but I completely did not see it coming. So I will give them a very appropriate use of Colin Farrell and what he can do and what your like preconceived notions of his characters are going to be and stuff.
I mean, it's not the last time that he actually ends up doing that, because if you watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them,
it was very similar.
You think that he's the bad guy all along, and then there's a twist where you're like, oh, GTFO, and you know the people that actually paid attention are like, no shit. So Minority Report was like the first time that I feel like
I definitely thought about the ending of that. Yeah.
You know, like switcheroo, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I've seen it ad nauseum at this point. Minority Report, not Fantastic Beasts. But it's still enjoyable. It's still something that it's like, okay, you know how it's going to end. It's a good action-adventure movie. Tom Cruise does his best non-Ethan Hunt role that he can make.
He is. I think Tom Hanks is such an underappreciated actor now. Tom Cruise, sorry.
You see, I am not a fan of the man.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of him. I'm a fan of his work, though. I think his work is really... He's a freaking great actor.
He can be, certainly, but I don't think that it's enough for me to really get past how much he just rubs me the wrong way. Like, there definitely are people where I'm like, I have read interviews with you, I have seen... Like, I know we would not gel, but like, wow, that was a really impactful thing that you did there. That was really... whatever. Tom Cruise just barely misses that, where I'm like, sure...
Yeah. You know, funny enough, there's this sequence in Minority Report that for the longest time since I was a kid, it always stuck with me, and I don't know why. It's the sequence when he's at I forget the home that they have, like on the countryside with his wife and Agatha. And Agatha starts talking to them, and she starts like talking about their son, and that basically he was going to grow up to be, you know, this beautiful person, and then he was going to like lose his virginity with this beautiful woman. And then she like grabs Tom Cruise and she goes, "I'm sorry, but you're going to have to run." And then she just starts screaming at him like, "Run!" And then
she talks about like the timeline where he lived, and it's
exactly.
Really
and then
intense.
And then like the division comes in and they arrest him for the murder and all. I don't know why that scene has always stuck with me.
No, that was a really beautiful scene. It really was.
Yeah, like her talking about his son, but also like just how visceral like the scream is when she tells him to run and stuff. I don't know why, since I was a kid, because I saw this in theaters. I remember seeing this in a really shitty theater. Mall of
Americas. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I said shitty and Lewis is like Mall of Americas. This theater.
Sometimes you just know.
This theater's so shitty that when you put your feet on the floor, it's like it's like super sticky, and you're like,
I have such a like nostalgia for.
Oh,
garbage
so do I.
movie
And there was
theaters.
a beautiful arcade right next to it.
It didn't exist at the end, but or it doesn't exist anymore. But
I like when I saw Rise of the Apes. I was on vacation, and I always love when I'm on vacation to go see a movie because I love like, oh, the theater's going to be real different and possibly weird, and I'm down. And this one, like, I swear, it was still it was 2000. What was the movie? 11.
that's the first
because
one,
we were shifting from film to digital, and so it was being projected on film, and you could hear it just clicking behind you in just like a room, and like it was such a terrible viewing experience, and I was like, oh, this is so good. You know, like it just that really stuck with
that
me.
experience of just and you're like, why is the floor so sticky? And it
this
never
chair
goes
is the
away.
worst chair I've ever sat in, and this
Yep,
Dude, that thing, I swear to God, the springs were coming out of the chairs already at the end there. And I remember one time my friend goes, whoop, and I was like, what happened? And he goes, I felt something move underneath me. I don't know what it was, but something moved.
There's a theater by me at George Mason University in Virginia, and they have a little like tacky college-run, second-run movie theater there, and it used to be, before they renovated, the worst place on earth, and I loved it. Like, tickets were like dirt cheap, and like the chairs were atrocious, and now they've renovated it, and so it's just like okay, and I'm like, but it used to be so lovely and scuzzy and awful. Like, and now it's just a movie theater.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll never be able to experience films at the Mall of the Americas ever again, specifically a theater. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if you knew that, Lewis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they tore down that side of the mall and they built a Costco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that theater was definitely the one where like you would see somebody smoking pot somewhere in the theater, or I could totally see someone like going in for like a really like late night showing of something and having sex with their partner in that theater or some shit, something along those lines.
All the time. All the time. You never sat in the back.
I definitely get why that scene in particular would stick with you if you're in a setting like that, because there's something so like calm and like surreal almost about it. And so if you're in a setting where you're like you're kind of expecting like Tom Cruise is going to run a lot and shoot a gun and stuff like that, and then they're just like, you lived life, and it's like I could definitely understand being like tripped by that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think one of the cool experiences about this movie is honestly, I think just kind of the trippiness of it. There's something about it that just, it feels off-putting, but interesting at the same time. You keep trying to figure out what is off-putting about this movie, and it's actually interesting because viewing it this last time, I finally realized something. The colors are what do you call it? Askew.
Yeah, it's very desaturated. The blues are really blown out and the whites are really blown out.
Exactly. So it feels like this dream sequence. It feels like something out of like Vanilla Sky. You know, it has that kind of weird dreamy feel to it.
And it also has a very like New Millennium post Matrix kind of vibe to the way that it's shot and edited. Like the camera's doing a lot of like swoopy swoops.
Swoopy swoop.
Swoopy swoops.
That's a technical term.
I was just saying, like, that's a technical term. Write down notes, boys and girls.
Swoopy swoop, baby.
Like, you want to film a movie, like, how you want to do this? I'm thinking swoopy swoop, left to right. Yeah, that'll be great. Camera, fuck.
Oh shit! I could totally see that though. Like, it's definitely, it feels very Millennium-esque. Totally.
It has that oversaturation for the first time where you could actually digitally enhance the image properly and resaturate it in post-production, which you could tell Spielberg makes it a thing after this because he does it in War of the Worlds, he does it in Terminal, he does it in a few other movies. Spielberg kind of likes using that tool. And that's where I kind of don't appreciate, because I love Kaminsky's cinematography, and then just kind of playing with his cinematography like that, it's like, why are you touching gold, man? Why are you touching gold? You know,
Lewis, going back to what you were saying about it being like a dream sequence, like or it looks like a dream. Maybe the entire movie is just from the perspective of Agatha, and it's just like her dream or something of this. Like, I'm sure
somewhere on some Reddit page,
for sure, about that. Some dude's like, this is on Agatha's mind. Also, best character in the movie is the guy that sells him the drugs that has no eyeballs.
Yes.
Okay.
That guy, I don't know. I just love that scene. He's like walking down this dark alley, and this guy's like, I don't even know what they're called. That fucking weird thing that he sucks in. I don't know if you remember the name, Zach.
Yeah, I don't off the top. Narrowin or something.
I don't fucking. He's just like, you want drugs, and then like the like camera pan, like he comes into the light, and the guy's like doesn't have any eyes, and you're just like, what the fuck, dude? 2050s.
It's a good movie. Dude. It is a good movie. It just there were a couple of the side quests that they send Tom Cruise on where I was like, all right, we didn't really like, this is a long movie to begin with. We didn't really necessarily need to go that far down following this whatever. And the ending, again, to me, it ended twice, and the first ending was better. But I did enjoy that I watched it. I'm glad that I watched it. And
this was actually Spielberg trying to do like a Fellini style film. Amazingly enough, he actually even says it in one of his interviews and in the audio commentary for this film, which is fascinating. If you have the DVD and you own the DVD, listen to the audio commentary. It is glorious, because I think you have Michael Kahn on there, which is the editor, and Kaminsky, which is the cinematographer, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously Spielberg.
Every time I hear that name, I just imagine just Khan. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Also, Max von Sydow, he died this year. I did not know that.
Yes,
he died in March at the age of 90. My man lived a long time.
Yeah,
super prolific.
Good age.
Super,
Gone too soon.
At 90?
I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, at 90?
Right. When you're too smart, when you're too much of a smart ass for your friends, and they think you're being serious.
All right, any closing?
Get well soon card, or is that joke gonna go into your head as well?
any closing thoughts on Minority Report, Zach?
What do you give it?
Yeah. I think I've said about all I have to say about it. I enjoyed that I watched it. I'm glad that I got around to watching it, because it easily could have been like lost in a shuffle to me since I didn't see it on its initial release. And there are so many Philip K. Dick adaptations that are so prolific that this, like, I could definitely see this one being kind of lost in the shuffle. But like, no, it's really good.
Okay. What rating would you give it?
Probably a 7.
Ooh. Okay. Brandon, how about you?
I really like this movie. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay.
William?
It's also nostalgic glasses, baby. I
watched
as a kid.
Before Lewis gives it patented 4, I'm gonna come in at an 8.
You said 8?
Yeah.
I give this one a 7. I agree. I think that it is good, but it has a trope of Spielberg that I don't like, which is that weird saturation, that post-production saturation that I can't get on board with, and that's why I think this is his downward spiral at this point.
I don't think it's a downward spiral. I really like some of his later stuff. I'm really excited to get to it. But
before you go, Zach, is that a Save the Clock Tower pamphlet?
Yes, Save the Clock Tower. Yeah, it's.
Oh my god! Whenever you guys for those who don't know, we decided to start recording with our cameras on, and I'm the kind of person that because I always watch Easter eggs in movies, I'm always paying attention to the backgrounds, and I got tired of looking at all of Lewis's beautifully perfectly hung and posters and autographs and whatnot. So I started looking around, and all I see is clock and whir, and I'm like, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I'm at my father's desk. He teaches Latin, and I was helping him set up a bulletin board behind him to put up different stuff from his textbooks and mythological characters and stuff like that. And I also put up the Back to the Future flyer, Save the Clock Tower. So.
Your father has great taste.
Yeah.
He has great taste. All right.
Plug stuff.
Yeah, plug away, man.
So for those listening who are in the DMV area, the DC, Virginia, Maryland, I am hosting a screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show at midnight at the Family Drive-In in Stephen City. So come check that the hell out. I am so deeply excited. It'll be on the 26th of September. This episode will be out by then, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's 10 days from now from recording. Yeah. So come join me there if you're in the area or roughly in the area, because drive-ins are cool, and this one's really cool. The other thing I'd like to plug is I'm coming out with my own show.
You're so talented, my dude. You're so talented. We're here not doing shit, and Zach's like, I'm coming out of the show. I want to fucking this and that.
Yeah, it's called A Cry for Help, and it is predominantly comedic. I have on a lot of guests and collaborators and stuff, but it's all mostly about me and my frequent partner, David Koenigsberg, who's another Maryland-based comic. And we both have very similar diagnoses. So we're kind of talking about the world through the lens of mental health, while also goofing on stuff. We have on a filmmaker, what's his name? Mike Cuenca, indie filmmaker, and we interview him about his thing. We have on a crisis center operator, and we talk about staying safe in this time. I became a SoundCloud rapper and got in a Twitter feud with another musician. So we brought on that musician to kind of squash the beef. It's very experimental stuff, but I'm really proud of it. So A Cry for Help, check that out.
Okay.
Nice.
Can't wait. Else?
Oh, God. I think that's it for now.
I've
got more I'm working on, but those are the two that are set in stone.
Okay, we have a special treat that William, Zach, and a few others are working on with me. It will be fun, and we will just leave it like that.
I don't even know about this. That's kind of crazy.
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what he's planning. So,
okay,
it's a video project. It's a video-based project.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Zach, what is the next movie?
The next movie is Catch Me If You Can, which I am a very big fan of. I'm very excited. Another
banger.
Yes.
Another one.
Yes.
All right.
Quite.
Yes. All right, guys. So, of course, thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
And of course, stay tuned for next Spill Binge. I felt like I was like, I didn't have enough air in there. And of course, thank you.
Again, you got to go for the ASMR with it.
Spill Binge. As always, stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you with one of our new segments, Pop's Corner. The old man, the one in the bottom left corner.
Pop. I don't know, bottom left. I'm on the upper right over here.
Oh, okay. I guess. Okay, whatever. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Pop. No S, right? No S?
Pop's Corner.
It's Pop's Corner because it's the corner of Pop.
I said Pop's Corner, and then Lewis was like, Pop. And I'm like, okay, I guess I said it wrong, but I said it right, you fucking asshole.
I was just making fun of Pop over here.
Oh, okay. Pop's Corner. So, William, take it away, bud. It's your segment.
So this week, we're going to start lighthearted, and then we're going to go a little down the controversial line. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a hot topic right now, so...
Hot topic. Sorry. Hot Pocket.
Talking
It's
about
Hot
emo
Pocket,
kids.
not Hot Topic, but whatever.
What'd you say, Lewis?
Talk about emo kids.
True. All right. So,
Right.
William, what is it? What's the lighthearted stuff?
We were blessed enough to be given the trailer for the new Mandalorian.
Yes.
Season 2. Did you guys catch that?
Lewis immediately
Lewis
gets up.
left the conversation.
He's like, I'm done.
I still haven't seen the first one.
Nice. Even Samara has seen 2 episodes of the first one.
Do you just not care? Like, are you ever going to get around
I really
to watching?
don't give a shit about it.
Okay,
Still
then
hasn't caught my
do you
interest.
care if like we might like spoil some shit? Do you
I
care?
don't care. I'll
Okay.
forget by the time I go to watch it, so.
Cool trailer. We got to see more Baby Yoda. You know, Baby Yoda's adorable, and I want him in my life. I want more of him. I'm very excited to. In the trailer, they say like that they should, that he should take him back to his people, and I'm like, is that Jedi or is that like other people like Yoda? So we're gonna see other like small green people.
Well, apparently they're addressing the whole Jedi like the Mandalore war that they had with the Jedi, which I'm thinking like I don't know much on it because I'm not like that deep of a Star Wars fan that I know like all the canon and all the wars. But I'm sure that people like you, Brandon, will appreciate that because it's something that it's not always brought up or talked about. So
what I will say this, because I follow this guy on Twitter and I follow him on YouTube, and he's probably like he's like an uber huge fan of Star Wars. Like this man knows like the lore like inside and out. But what he brought up, which is interesting, is that in the trailer they talk about as if Jedi have been gone for ages, and it's like, bro, it's only been 20 years since Jedi have been extinct. Like there are definitely people in that world that still, or in that universe that still know, you know, what Jedi are or were, you know. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. That didn't make sense to me.
plus, I mean, this is after Return of the Jedi, so we have at least one running around.
When did you get a pussy, dude? Lewis just brought his cat on the. What's your cat's name?
That cat is so over it right now.
Wait, whoa! Repeat that.
Boy Cat Zukas.
Boy cat.
Boy cat Zukas.
Bro, why does it sound like you're trying to say like boy pussy or some shit, like some nasty ass shit like that? Like, what the fuck, dude? Boy cat. Fucking weirdo. All right.
It does look like that there's a lot more Empire that's hanging around as well because there was some pretty cool shots of like.
When they come over the ridge on the speeders and stuff.
Right? It's like where like they're supposed to be extinct. Where is all this coming? But it makes sense because there's also the transition from the Empire to the Order. So
well, yeah, you see it in season 1 just because the Empire has quote unquote lost or hasn't totally lost at this point, because I think they if I remember correctly in new canon, I think they lose at the Battle of Jakku, which Jakku is the planet that raised from in the Force Awakens.
She was on Tatooine.
No, she was not. In The Force Awakens at the beginning when we first meet her, like on that desert planet, and she's like scavenging, that was the Battle of Jakku, which I think, if I remember correctly, in new canon and like Disney canon, that is the battle where the Empire like legitimately lost. That's where they were like, all right, we're done. You know, we surrender to the new Republic or whatever.
So effectively, the blowing up of the stairwell. Like I said, I'm having an off day today, and it's just the battle of the
second Death Star
was not the fall of the Empire.
Yes,
that
it was
came
not
later.
It was not the fall of the Empire. As you could tell in the first season of The Mandalorian, the Empire is definitely on a downward trend. You know, there's definitely like there's not a lot of them. They're trying to stay, you know, in power and all that shit. But
I mean, like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, I'm hoping that they don't really like saturate Mandalorian, but like I hope that they have like a set number of seasons. It's like this is it. We're only doing so many. And that as the seasons progress, you see the transition between the Empire and the New Order, and maybe see kind of like as a background arc how it's coming to power, and kind of like pick up on like, oh, this is where this is going. That's where that is going.
It'd be cool if we get like an older Baby Yoda, even though that wouldn't make sense because, that wouldn't make sense. That definitely wouldn't make sense.
Why not?
Theoretically, he's the last one.
No. In the sense of like him talking and stuff, because like let's put into perspective. When Yoda dies in Empire, he's like 900 and something years old. Let's say that man doesn't start talking till he's like 100 or 50, some shit like that.
He's already 50.
Is he 50? Is that when he? Okay, so let's say he starts talking like 100. That's 50 years from now. There's no way in hell that we're gonna see a quote unquote grown up Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yeah.
Fuck that shit. That's also the Mandalorian is like. Have you guys ever heard of this really famous manga? It's a Japanese comic. Lone Cub and Wolf. It's like this dude, and he's protecting a baby. It's the same concept. It's that concept of like the Mando taking care of Baby Yoda, basically. But yeah. So we'll probably never see that little. I'm
kind of looking forward to see how he gets Baby Yoda back, because if you remember at the end of season 1, the Empire has Yoda, or has the baby.
I thought he got him back at the end of the season, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he did. Yeah. Didn't he get? Yeah, he gets him back. No. What you're?
Because he has he destroys the TIE fighter, which then the guy pops out and he's got the black lightsaber.
Yeah, he's got the dark saber.
The dark saber. Sorry.
Yeah.
I remember that now. My bad.
If for whatever reason somebody at Disney is listening to our show, please, if it's not already in development, please make a sequel to Rebels. That's all I want in my life.
Seriously.
Please. Or a book or something. I just want to know what happened to Ezra and what happened to Thrawn. That's all I want. Because the reason I'm bringing that up is
so good.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because there are rumors. Well, it's already. I think it's been confirmed that Ahsoka Tano is in the Mandalorian season 2. Yeah, she's gonna be played by Rosario Dawson.
Yep.
Now there is a rumor going around that Sabine is going to be in the second season of The Mandalorian.
Oh,
which makes sense
linking
because
up all the shows.
Yeah, which makes sense because she's a fucking Mandalorian, and it also makes sense because maybe they're still looking for Ezra. So I don't know, man.
That'll be interesting. They'll link up all the timelines together.
Yeah, dude, I'm super about it, bro. Like, I know we're getting a new animated show now next year, but I want a sequel to Rebels, bro. Give it to me.
My biggest thing is anything Disney touches, they try to find the marketing milk cow that they could use.
Oh, dude, they have fucked up. Like, the sequel trilogy is so fucked that, dude, like, fans have literally they've talked about the sequel trilogy as if they're fan fiction. That's what fans are referring to the sequel trilogy as.
I don't see why. I think it's really good, I think, but...
No, it's not. Specifically the last movie. The last movie is a fucking hot piece of trash.
Oh, come on. That movie was really good. That's probably the best one out of the 3.
The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go kill myself, dude.
All right, so we're moving on from Star Wars to what I was talking about as a controversial part of this week, and I wanted to bring up the movie that apparently has the world split. That Netflix has released.
Oh my god!
Yes.
And
we're talking about the movie Cuties.
Cooties.
Hey,
yeah.
Cuties.
My thing with that movie is like.
First off, have you guys seen the movie?
I have not.
Neither of you have seen the movie. Okay.
No, I have. My big thing before you get into the movie, William, is why is it that in Europe it has such a normal ass poster? And then here in America, they're super sexualized on the poster.
Well, I'm actually going to address that as part of like this whole controversy and why it's a controversy when, I mean, it still is, but it shouldn't be as big as it is. Okay? And I will preface by saying I have spoken with different female directors and actresses and producers because as a white cis male, I don't want people going in thinking, oh, he's defending pedophiles. he is making excuses.
Mhm.
I am not. I am the first one that's like, they all deserve to be castrated and thrown in jail. And, like, I am against pedophiles, period. So my defending this movie has got nothing to do with pedophilia at all.
What I've heard is it's not about pedophilia.
No.
It's more that the marketing campaign that they used.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's where it is. So,
Yeah.
so starting off with the movie itself is a well-done movie about a Muslim girl
Mhm.
who is in a, basically like, they in some parts of Africa, like here refugees we put them in cages, but around the world refugees end up in like refugee camps in tents. There are places like where they are right now where they end up kind of like, think of like Section 8. Okay, they are low income or state run buildings which house refugees, and they are obviously misplaced. And so therefore she's living with her two brothers and her mom in this refugee building. She's forced to go for prayer. She's basically like the whole Muslim aspect is brought down on her, and you can see that she's not about it. She's not about, being forced to go to prayer 3 times a day and have to dress a certain way and everything else. In her building, this other girl lives who is more, she's more open about things. She's one of the dancers, okay? And she befriends them, and you can kind of see it becomes a little bit like Mean Girls, where this girl and her friends that are dancers literally are like on the Mean Girls. They make fun of others. They make fun of how other people dress. They kind of like feel like they are above other people, kind of like as if kind of girls. And they dance. They are trying. There's 4 of them to start with, plus this other girl, which her name is Amy, which is actually Ami. I watched this in its original language, by the way, which is a mixture of French, but not like France French. It's like African French. It's kind of like listening to Canadian French. If you speak the language, you can understand it, but there's still certain words which I needed. I had the captions in English just to try to keep.
I'm sorry. Like when you said Canadian French, is funny. Whenever you speak to somebody that's like Canadian French, they're like, "Oh, I'm French." And I'm like, "No, you're Canadian French. You're not French."
I shouldn't even say Canadian French. I should say Quebecois, because Quebecois French and France French, it's like saying Spanish learned in school and Spanish learned in Puerto Rico.
I'm assuming
and Spanish learned in Cuba.
I'm assuming it's like French from Quebec.
Yes.
Like specifically Quebec. Okay.
Yes.
Or sorry, Quebec.
Quebec. Okay.
Yeah, my thing is, I saw the trailer, dude, and I was like, ugh.
See, and there's the thing, and the next point, like, so then she goes from one extreme to the other, and in the end, she finds the middle ground. She realizes that, like, okay, I don't want to be the equivalent of like a Muslim girl that's married off at 12 and has no say in life and whatnot. But I also don't want to be these judgmental, like, if you're not with us, you're against us kind of girls. And they are dancing because there's this small town-run dance tournament that this older girls do every year and win, and they're trying to beat them. Now, in order to do that, they're like, oh, we need to start doing this thing, which is where the whole quote-unquote twerking stuff happens. Now, when they take the stage and they start doing that, you see the camera pan to the audience, and they're getting booed. Like, the looks on the people's faces of disgust, the mothers covering the children's eyes, people legitimately booing, and you understand that, like, they're trying to do something that's not at their level, that is not seen well by the people and by the audience because it's above their age. Like, it's something that's above what an 11-year-old should be doing, because these girls are all 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she realizes while she's on stage that she's like, this is not for me, and she runs off.
Yeah.
Netflix and the director, which is a
female.
A female.
Mhm.
I am so sorry, Maimouna Decouré is how I'm pronouncing it. Who is she's from Africa. I'm not 100% sure where, but she filmed this to show like the pressure of like trying to fit in, going from one extreme to the other, but also that young girls this age trying to be older is not the right thing. Now, Netflix went and took this and went, here's a movie about 11-year-olds twerking.
Yeah.
No. Like, the marketing...
I don't know if it was like some sick fucking joke in an office or something, but it is gross and disgusting, and I really hope the person that started the marketing campaign for this is fired and gone, because whoever did a horrible job of marketing this film, first of all, and alienating an audience.
Dude,
so
look, if for anybody listening, if you haven't seen any of the posters, literally look up the European poster and the American poster.
She's from Senegal. Sorry, Senegal.
It's like night and day, dude. Like the European poster, it's like them walking down a street, like jumping and having a good time, being kids. And then the American poster is them like
sexualized,
super sexualized. And it's whoa.
Here's like where I don't want to say it's funny. It's not, but like where you realize it's fucked up once you've seen the movie and you look at the posters again. The sexualization of these 11-year-olds on these posters that Netflix has put out and the outfit that they're wearing, less than 2 minutes in the movie.
Yeah.
That is the outfits that they're wearing when they perform, and then they get pretty much booed off stage. That's all. That's the entire time that you see them wearing that. That's it.
Interesting.
Whereas
honestly,
you see them wearing in the original poster where they're wearing, cutoffs and shorts and whatnot, which is what 11-year-olds wear, especially in those countries.
Yeah, it shows a disgusting underbelly of our country that it is, believe it or not, it is a huge problem that this country has, and it's gone so unnoticed over the years because it's kind of been like, oh, let's just put that to the side. Let's just put that to the side and not talk about this. But, I mean, even movies that Zack Snyder's done, that movie, Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch, yeah.
That is the most disgusting, vile piece of shit of a movie I've ever seen. I literally I walked out of the theater and asked the people for a refund. That's how bad it was. I was like, I don't know what type of bullshit this is, but this is some pedophile fucking fantasy. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay good money for this. I want a refund. Like, that's how disgusting it was. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro?
I don't think I'll ever watch Cuties, honestly. Maybe it is, like, it's bad marketing, but...
I'll watch it eventually, but that... Yeah. There's so many other movies right now that...
It is exactly that, bad marketing. And the reason why I reached out to... other people, obviously, of the opposite sex is because, like I said, like, had I posted what I just said on Facebook, people would have, like, chastised me. People would have been like, oh, you're a pedophile, or, oh, it's like, it's not.
Don't you just love cancel culture?
Right?
I hate cancel culture.
Having talked to women of different ages, different age groups, different walks of life, but also... Some were just viewers that watched it, and others were people in the industry. And they're like, after seeing the movie, we're like, it's hard to watch. I'm not going to say it's not. It's definitely, it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. Like, it's supposed to. But, like, they're mad at the marketing of Netflix. And then also to turn it around and play and be double standards. A lot of people that are like, oh my God, this just based on the marketing and are like, fuck this, will tune in every week to watch Dance Moms, which is girls in the same age range dancing the same kind of style, doing the same kind of thing. But that's okay because that's an hour show every week. But this movie, all of a sudden, this is pornography. And that's not how it goes. That's not how it works.
I've never understood beautifying children like that and glorifying them, sexualizing them and all that stuff. It's the most disgusting, vile part of our culture out there that I don't get it. It's what's that name, the that white trash family.
Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Boo Boo?
Dude, oh my God. When I saw that, I was like...
I think Honey Boo Boo, people just watch that shit because it's fucking hilarious and just like sad.
Yeah, but then people watch Toddlers and Tiaras because they're like, oh my God, look at this. True. And it's like,
true. Why
do you need a 2, 3, 4-year-old to dress looking like a 15, 16, 17-year-old teenager? And like, it's like, beauty should be just how you are, natural. You want to get on stage and be like... I personally don't like contests that like judge on beauty because we're all different. And for 3 or 4 people to sit at a table and decide who is better looking than somebody else, to me, it's like, why?
But it's not even based on that. It's based on how much makeup and effects you put on your face, basically. So it's like, it's not really who you are, it's who you could be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for those that are listening, like, you know, like, watch it. Let us know if you want to watch it. Let us know what you think. Because, like I said, don't base it on the marketing that Netflix is doing because it's got nothing to do with what the movie is about. It really doesn't. The whole dancing part is like a side arc of the movie itself, of what this girl is going through when she's out of the house and she can be somebody different than when she's in the house and having to follow, you know, the Muslim rules and try to fit in with a group of girls that are obviously not homeless, not living in a refugee building, and her trying to, like, fit in. So, I give this movie, like, I give it, like, a 7. Probably a 7.5, because like it did make me uncomfortable.
And that's what good movies do.
It is definitely a slow burn as well. Just like it's not like hit the ground running and go. Like it's a little bit of a slow burn, so you're gonna have to like sit it out. But I think that it's well done. I think that it brings a good message of don't try to go from one extreme to the other, but try to find your middle ground where your true happiness will be. If you can watch it in original language, because there's some scenes where they'll say something in French, and I looked at the caption, I'm like, that's not what was said, but close enough, I guess. So yeah.
Have you ever seen Kids?
No, I know what movie you're talking about, but
the name's familiar.
Rosario Dawson's in it, like very young. It's
first role.
It's like, isn't it like rated X or something? Or
NC-17. Oh, yeah.
NC-17, sorry. Yeah, it shows them like heavily using drugs and like some of the kids get pregnant. And it's made to, make you feel uncomfortable.
It's what do you call it? What was that program that they use for jail and stuff like that?
Scared Straight?
Yeah, it's basically a Scared Straight movie. That's what it's about, and it did the same kind of advertising campaign that this did back in I think it was 97 that it was released.
98.
Yeah, 98. Okay,
I know I was in middle school. I mean, because I went and watched it in theaters. And
no, my bad. Sorry, 95.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched this in middle school, but anyways, besides the point. It just has that kind of same shock value, the marketing campaign, and then when you actually watch the movie, it's completely different. It has a completely different message involved in it, and I think it's something valuable to our society to watch something like this, Kids, or this one in particular, because
all right.
This could easily be this generation's kids, to some level, because it's like I said, it's hard to watch, but Netflix, I'm sorry to say this because I know that we base pretty much show on what you guys stream as well, but fuck you and your marketing department because they all need to be fired. This was definitely a big dropping of the ball.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting.
And yeah, you definitely need to fire some people in there.
All right, that's it, guys. Anything else you guys want to say, or go on? All right.
Speaking of Pop's Corner, I finally got my Black Panther Pop.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't like $40, $50. I got it for like $22 on Mercari, so thanks for that.
There you go. All right, guys. So stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you live with the main segment of our show, the main review, St Elmos Fire. All right, guys, welcome back for our main segment of our show, the main review. This is William's pick, St. Elmo's Fire, or as I like to call it, Breakfast Club 2.0. Just everybody's older.
The Breakfast Club rejects, you mean?
I called it Rent without music.
Or without talent.
Oh, no, there's talent in there.
Dude, this movie has no point. This movie literally meanders the whole fucking film. It's like, dude, it's John Hughes reject lines. And they just put the whole collection together. And they're like, oh, this is John Hughes without being John Hughes. Let's put shitty actors in these roles.
Whoa! Emilio Estevez is not a shitty actor. Dude, you cannot call Coach Gordon Bombay a shitty actor.
He's the only good actor in the whole goddamn
movie. Three of them are from fucking The Breakfast Club, dude. 3 of them, and you're calling them reject actors, which when they do a great job in The Breakfast Club.
That's debatable.
You don't like The Breakfast Club?
I think it's overrated as fuck.
All right, so
Lord of the Rings.
All right, so this movie is about a group of 7 friends that has recently graduated from Georgetown University and are basically getting accustomed to adult life. And all of them are in different, places in their lives. Like we got the guy that's into politics. We got the guy studying to be a lawyer, but who's a waiter. We got the guy who's a fucking drug addict that basically plateaued in college and never grew up after that, basically. Which actually, sadly enough, I really identify with Rob Lowe's character, dude. As a person.
In college?
Huh?
You plateaued in college?
No, not in that sense. Like, where this weird thing happened to me after college where it's just like, I don't know where my life is going. And it was just kind of like weird. Felt like I was just like on autopilot. And that's where I think Rob Lowe's character is just autopilot.
I think this whole movie that had no direction whatsoever.
How so? Can you please tell?
Honestly, it just feels like a collection of little short vignettes rejected from all the Brat Pack movies, because it's literally an assortment of Brat Pack movie themes. And it just feels like the rejects from each of those movies were put together and they made this film. And they chose the least important actors out of all those, with the exception of, what's his face? Estevez. He's the only one that has any caliber whatsoever and does a caliber performance in this film.
I don't know, man.
Everybody else nails it in.
What'd you say, William?
No, I was gonna say I've never hated Emilio Estevez in a role more than I did.
Same, dude. Like
and that's why he was effective. He's effective in this.
Oh my god! And the fact that what's her name is just so casual about it.
I know.
He's like full blown stalking her,
dude.
Hours to a fucking chalet. What's she doing here? Oh, yeah. Inside.
I wanted to throw something at the TV during that scene.
When he shows up at the fucking log cabin, and she's just so like nonchalant about it, I'm like, bro, this guy literally found where you are in the 80s, where there's no fucking cell phones or anything of that sort. My man literally went to your fucking roommate and literally questioned her to find out where you are. Like, that's like grade A stalker shit right there, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like I can see where you're coming from, Luis, but like, you know, I don't know, man. Like Rob Lowe's.
It took me 4 times to sit through this movie,
bro,
to try to get to the end.
It fucking baffles me how you can sit through some shit and not complain about it, and then you complain about this, which at best this movie's mediocre, sure. But, like, it's not a bad fucking movie, dude. But then you don't talk shit about other movies that I'm like, dear God in heaven, this movie's fucking ass. And you don't complain about it. It
just doesn't have any point. Like, there's no interesting characters that drag the plot forward in any way for a movie that doesn't have any point whatsoever. If a movie doesn't have any point, all I need is some good characters. Give me some good characters. These are 2-dimensional, literally scum of the earth, piece of shit human beings that it's like Friends with a stalker syndrome. It's like,
what do you mean?
What the hell?
Why are
to strangle every single one of these people?
Why are they all pieces of shit human beings? Why?
They're all just scumbags. They're all literally like the people that you hated in middle school, high school, and college. That's what they put together, and it's kind of like,
William, to me, these people just seem like 7 groups of friends that they all have their issues and shit like that.
Like, they all have their, like, I definitely, like, my heart definitely went out to the guy that was like had like the crush on the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because, like, I mean, we've all been there, but I definitely have been there to where I'm like, why is she with him? And like, oh my God, and I really care about her, but she's like, and then finally gets his shot, and I mean, he gets to sleep with her. But
the closest guy that you could say is a fucking asshole is Rob Lowe. He does some fuck shit to people.
All of them. Like, come on.
The girlfriend's boyfriend just kept cheating on her all the time.
Oh, and then him too.
He fucking kicks her out and gets mad at her friend because he thinks that he told her about it. Like, that's fucking douche right there.
Yeah, Judd Nelson and Rob Lowe are definitely the scummiest characters, but I wouldn't say they're just scumbags. Like, they're human beings.
Scumbags. They're it's like they grabbed the what do you call it? Bible Belt trailer trash people and said, let's choose them as characters, and that's what they put. And then they put these John Hughes lines
in this movie.
Wait, what?
Are we forgetting Demi Moore is in this movie?
Yes. No. Sorry, I know I said yes. No, we're not. Okay,
is that supposed to be redeemable?
Okay, minus Judd Nelson and fucking Rob Lowe. What about the 5 other people? How are they scumbags?
Bro, I watched this today and I already forgot half the movie. That's how much little impact. I hated this movie when I was a kid watching it, and then I gave it a shot again. I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. Bro, holy crap, that movie was hard to get through. I was like, dude, this is garbage. What is this?
It just, it kills me inside that you can watch, like, literal fucking trash and not complain about it. And then you watch a mediocre movie like this, and you fucking destroy it, dude. Like,
I'm sitting here in my head going,
this is shit about you that I'm like, it makes no sense, dude.
To quote Bruce Perky, Elmo is straight trash. I agree 100% with Bruce on that one.
That's fine. But then, like, I will always bring it up, bro. You didn't complain this much about fucking Cannibal Holocaust.
Because it's a decent movie.
Bro, I'm out. If you think that
has its caliber.
No, it does not. How does that have caliber? I can't even speak English right now, dude.
Mira, cabrón, que ves esta, que caliber, esto, puto.
Oh my God.
Que caliber, cabrón.
How does that have caliber and this does not?
It does something. It has interesting characters that drive the plot.
I do love how Cannibal Holocaust has become like the default crap movie that we kept going back to, because it's like, it can't possibly be worse than that. That's the worst thing we've ever watched.
Yes, there's redeeming characters in Cannibal Holocaust, yet there's fucking just animal cruelty left and right. Like, fuck off, dude.
I don't know. This gets the coveted 2 out of 10 for me.
Garbage. 2? Not even a 4?
This is hot garbage. Just throw it in the garbage. Don't buy the DVD. Don't buy this. Even $1 is wasting your money.
The soundtrack is good, though. It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. Nope. Shut the fuck up.
No.
What's crazy about this movie is that it came out the same year as The Breakfast Club. The same fucking year.
I know, it came out like, I think, a week after I was born.
This one came out June 28th, 1985. Yeah. Exactly a week. That's hilarious. When did The Breakfast Club come out?
I don't know, but it's far more superior than this film. And I don't enjoy Breakfast Club that much.
Is this like the reject Breakfast Club? For sure. With adults, for sure. But I don't know, man. A 2?
A 2.
A fucking 2?
I did love when like Emilio Estevez talks about like he's in law school, and then he talks about like not drinking and driving. And I looked at Samara and I'm like, don't worry about it. You're gonna pass law school. You're gonna become a lawyer. You're gonna drink and drive and end up coaching a hockey team. You'll be fine.
It's just like the plot devices that they put at the beginning of the film, they end up tossing away those plot devices by the middle of the film and just say, oh, fuck it. Let's just continue the story. Let's not talk about anything that was brought up at the beginning, and let's change these characters'
like
dynamic completely.
But that's kind of like the message where like you graduate college and you think that you have a plan as what to do next. And then life and shit happens, and your plan changes.
No, but the way that the film is
with the plan,
they change so drastically out of character. It's like they grab the clam game and they put the names of the characters and they go, all right, this is the first half of the film. Second half of the film, let's just figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for each of the characters by a clamshell game.
Well, I mean, when I finished college, and I'm like, I'm going to go into filmmaking because that's my passion. That's what I do. Here I am working hospitality. Like, hello, curveball. Like, nothing compared to what I thought I was going to do and what I wanted to do. Do I still want to achieve that goal? Absolutely. But right now, that's what I got to do to get to that goal.
Look at the kid in the movie, the one that, like, he's an obituary writer, and he doesn't want to be a fucking obituary writer. Like, he wants to write about other shit. But
like
life
the other guy that was like the president of like the Young Democrats, and is now working for a Republican because what's his answer when Emilio asks him, "What are you doing working for a Republican?"
It makes more money or some shit like that.
No, it's moving up.
Oh yeah.
So that's what he has to do to move up. Is sometimes you have to, especially to look at today's political stage, and basically it's like, I have to put my moral aside for me to grow and be who I am and literally go work for the enemy. Now, granted, back in the 80s, Democrats and Republicans were not at each other's throats as much as they are now, but still, he's going to go work for the Republicans when he was the president of the Young Democrats, because that's what he has to do for him to achieve his goals. And that's what life is. Now, I'm not defending this movie saying it's like, oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever, or it's the greatest John Hughes movie ever. It's not.
It wasn't written by John Hughes.
No, it's not, actually. It's
not John Hughes?
No, it was directed by Joel Schumacher, and it was written by, I'll tell you in a second.
No, I thought for some reason, because he had a lot of the cast from John
It was also written by Joel Schumacher and Carl Kurlander.
And that's the problem. So therein lies a big problem right there. I mean, Schumacher is a chameleon as a director. If you look at his films, they're all over the place. He does anything and everything because he has that kind of, he's able to adjust. But him as a writer, when he starts writing his scripts, he's all over the place. He literally is scatterbrained. It's like ADHD to the max level. And it's too much. I don't know. I just could not enjoy this movie. I couldn't get past that. I just couldn't. It's personal preference. And I get why people think that it is good. It has, I guess, good characters to some people, but I just could not get on board with it.
I'm definitely not saying it's a good movie. To me, it is the Breakfast Club rejects. They're 2.0, it is.
I mean, I give it a 5. Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was okay. Like, literally, like, right down the middle lane for me. And
what did I say?
It's an 80s movie with a good soundtrack.
What did I say? I'm going to give it a 6. What did I say the entire time when I was bitching at Lewis? It's a mediocre movie. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but I don't think it deserves a fucking 2.
What, have you guys ever seen it before?
Yes, I have.
No.
You'd never seen St Elmos Fire before?
This was one of those movies that kind of got talked up to me when I was a kid too. They're like, "Oh my god, this is a great movie! This is a great movie!" And my parents were obsessed with this goddamn movie. And I finally watched it, and I was like, "Huh? Am I too young to understand this movie?" I was like 16 or 17, and I was like, "Huh?" And then I watched it again, and I'm still like,
I do think that this movie would resonate with somebody older, like someone that has like at least gone to college and stuff, shit like that, and knows how shit life can be.
and that's why I gave it another chance. I really did go into this with kind of like, all right, fine, let's do this. But oh god, no.
It's nothing against you hating on the movie. I just, man,
I couldn't stand it. It's
it
my
bothers
personal
me.
preference.
It bothers me how you rate films, dude. It really, legitimately fucking does. It makes absolute no fuck. Why are you taking out the wheel, dude? We're like halfway through our show, dude.
I know. I just wanted to move it.
Oh, okay. Like it just kills me how like you talk so much shit about a fucking down the road mediocre ass movie, and then you don't say anything about really bad ones or really.
I just don't think that this has any redeeming quality. At least bad movies have something
It just
fun.
takes place in a certain point of people's lives, and it's kind of like, I guess the message is that
It has a message?
life is a never-ending story that you just keep going.
All right. On that
Fuck
note,
you so hard, William. Fuck you so hard.
On that note, stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you with my segment, Brandon's Joystick.
Oh, no.
All right, guys, welcome back for my segment, Brandon's Joystick. This is where I talk about, anime, video games. No, but this week I'm going to talk about video games. Specifically today, not when you're listening to this. To be specific, September 16th, Wednesday, there was a PlayStation event, and they finally announced the price tag for the PlayStation 5 and the release date, which Sony and Microsoft for the Xbox Series X had been very tight-lipped. They had shown the consoles off, but they hadn't, set a release date and a price, and Xbox did it. Microsoft did it really recently, and then today was Sony's press conference. So we already knew that we're getting two versions of the PS5. We have one with a disc drive and one that is digital only. The disc drive is going to retail for 500 buckaroos, and the one without a disc drive is going to retail for 400 buckaroos.
So you're basically spending $100 for a 4K Blu-ray player.
Yes, pretty much.
And
yes.
The only one that's native Blu-ray 4K is the Xbox. The PlayStation is not native, and I think it's 60 frames per second.
Yeah, they're supposedly saying that they're finally going to be able to hit 60 FPS, because if you don't know, consoles don't hit 60 FPS. That's like bullshit. It's usually 30 FPS.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't believe it. I don't particularly believe it, but we'll see. I will say, man, there's some games that I'm like, God damn, that game looks pretty as fuck.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, if you got a PC, this is my problem with consoles, is that if you have a PC is like leaps and bounds, ahead of what a console can do. I will get the PS5 eventually. It was funny. Like I was watching the press conference, and they announced Final Fantasy 16, which I'm excited for. That's super, super in the future. That's probably like super early in development. But the one game I was looking at was Demon Souls Remake, which was a PS3 exclusive, and it's also in the same family as Dark Souls 1 through 3 and Bloodborne and Sekiro. And I was like, dude, if this is a launch title, I might have to buy a PS5 launch title. And I'm like, so they show the trailer off, and I'm like, damn, this game looks beautiful, but they say no release date. And I'm like, all right, cool. That means I don't have to buy a PS5. And then later on, they're like, oh, yeah, Demon's Souls Remake is a launch title. And I'm like, God damn it. And then...
What are the launch title prices? Have they listed that?
Yes, actually, before I get to that. But then, so I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to buy a PS5. But then they're like, oh, yeah, it's also coming to PC. For now, it's going to be a timed exclusive to PS5, meaning maybe it'll be exclusive to PS5 for, let's say, a year, and then it'll come to PC, basically. So I'm like, damn, should I buy a PS5 or just wait the year?
Do it.
And I'm like, fuck, dude.
So I plan on getting a PS5 so like we can be like gamer buddies.
Dude, I'm down. We'll see.
One time a month I go online to play.
Knowing me, knowing the way I am, and I love new toys when it comes to like electronics, it's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna get it. And then about a week before, I'm gonna fucking go crazy trying to find one because I know it's gonna be sold out everywhere, and I'm gonna be like fucking scratching on my neck like a fucking like a drug addict. But going back to what you were saying, Lewis, they have officially said that first party titles. Actually, let me go to IGN because I'm not entirely sure what it was.
There's a typing with the video.
There you go. They were saying that games are going to go up to $70 instead of $60 now.
Well, that's not too bad. Like $10 more for like new console games.
Yeah, and I know you people that are listening that are into video games are going to be like, boo-hoo, it went up $70. Do your research. And in the 90s, there were games on the Super Nintendo that cost $100 fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s.
In the 90s.
About like 150.
Dude. So suck my dick. You can pay $70 for a fucking game.
What's going to be bad, like what's going to be worrisome, though, I think, is that GameStop has announced that they're going to be shutting down quite a large number of stores. And people like me that, like, I'm no longer an avid GameStop shopper because I don't game as much anymore. Plus now I found the beautiful PlayStation Now library online. But especially with the new games, you're gonna like if they go out of business, you're basically gonna have to be forced to buy the full price right after that, which may deter a lot of players.
eBay is a wonderful thing
Buying at launch. And because they can't afford the $70 for the game, which I don't know. I think that there needs to be something that if GameStop goes out of business to kind of like replace or help out, gamers that, like I said, you buy 2 games, that's $140 right there. And for some people, that is a massive amount of money.
Yeah, dude. That's why
I've never bought a game for more than like maybe $20. I think that's the most I've spent on a game.
The thing is, man, like,
but I'm not a gamer, so
yeah, it's just that's why I love PC gaming, dude. Like, I don't pay like full price for fucking games on PC. Like, there are so many websites that like I'm getting a legit copy of the game from the developer, but it's just instead of $60, it's $48. That's $12 that I save myself. Like, that's something. So we'll see.
2 lunches.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. The reason I brought up the Sony press conference is because honestly, I don't like Xbox. I don't care for their exclusives. I don't care for Halo, or I don't care for Gears. I don't care for Forza. Also, on top of that, I don't need an Xbox because if you have PC, Xbox has this thing called Xbox Game Pass. That's $5 a month that you can literally play most of their titles, including Halo Infinite or Halo 6 when it comes out on PC. You don't need to own an Xbox.
Yeah.
I've always liked Sony exclusives, so that's why I brought up Sony. And the press conference was good. It was straight to the point. They didn't beat around the bush. And the release date is going to be November 12th for most countries. Some countries are going to have to wait till November 19th. But
so right in time for Black Friday.
Yeah, that's literally right around the corner, dude.
But I want to see what they're going to do for Black Friday this year. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but a lot of stores are like also not doing Black Friday. Like Walmart's not doing Black Friday. Target's not doing Black Friday now.
I'm assuming most places will not be doing a physical Black Friday.
Probably. Well, yeah. I wouldn't expect them
for
to,
sure.
But online.
Yeah, online for sure. But
Cyber Monday will be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, Cyber Monday will be a wonderful thing.
Amazon get ready to crash.
Oh no. The digital copies will be happening.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Like I said, as of right now, I think I'm gonna be waiting. But knowing me, maybe like in a month, it's gonna set in, and I'll be like, maybe I want a PS5. We'll see. So yeah, that was my segment. Stay tuned after this quick break when we come at you never live with the final segment of our show. What's your segment called again, Lewis? I always forget.
Bald Box.
Bald Box. There you go.
Or just bald for short.
All right, guys, welcome back for the final segment of our show, Never Live, Lewis's segment, Bald Box. Baldy, take it away.
Bald Box.
I swear he went to go find Neverending Story on Redbox.
I actually talked about doing that, and I was so close to doing it, but no.
I would have clapped my ass. I would have applauded you and been like, well played. Well played.
Never-ending story.
We talked about it, and we were very, very close to doing that, because I was like, yes, I really wanted to, and I was like, no, I'm not going to. Because there was another one that was creating a division. A lot of people were talking about it, and I really wanted to check it out because I really wanted to hear and see what was going on with this movie. And this is Steve Carell's latest movie, Irresistible.
I don't think I've heard of this.
I've heard of it. I haven't heard much of a controversy about it, though.
So they're basically saying that since it's directed by Jon Stewart, they're like, oh, this is a liberal propaganda puff piece and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, Steve Carell is he's Democrat and all that stuff, but Jon Stewart's pretty good about going through the middle ground and kind of handling things. Yeah, he's more known for the Democrat side, but he's pretty good about keeping his things pretty balanced. So I was like, all right, let me look into it. This actually follows a Democratic political consultant that is helping this guy in Wisconsin run for governor. So Steve Carell is the political consultant, and his counterpart, the Republican consultant, and both of them have this very interesting chemistry. And they build off the chemistry, and that's kind of the magic number of this movie. It's the comedic elements that are brought up between both parties, because they got both parties represented equally in here. And he's going into Wisconsin, which is a very, very Republican state, and he's like, let me grab this ex-Marine, like farmer, very of the soil person that released this video about immigrant workers, and let me grab him and put him into a political campaign for the Democratic ticket as mayor of the city.
The Democrat tit? Sorry.
Yeah, the Democrat tit. That works too. And what do you call it?
God, I'm such a child. Sorry.
The what?
It's like I'm such a child. I say the word tit, I'm like,
I think it's a very well done movie. I think it toes the line between both parties, and it is very self-aware. Chris Cooper as the person that's the ex-Marine that's running for mayor for the Democrat ticket is fucking hilarious in this. And it is a fun movie. If you enjoy political satires, very much like Wag the Dog or things like that, this is right up there. It's a lot better than most people are giving it credit for. I honestly, out of 10, I would probably give it like a 7. It is a very fun movie, and it doesn't deserve to be getting shit on the way that it has been recently. There's some fucking great lines in this about the Democrats being, the socialist bullshit and this, that, and the other, and then the Republicans being like this uptight. It does it so well and does it so fun. Especially if you're a libertarian or down the middle line, you're gonna laugh your balls off with this one.
It's got a good cast too, other than just Steve Carell and Chris Cooper. Topher Grace,
yes,
from that '70s show.
Yeah,
Natasha Lyonne, who was
Orange is the New Black. Yeah,
Orange is the New Black. What was that one like that? She had on Netflix the Russian doll or the red-headed doll, something about dolls. I forgot what it was.
Oh, she was on the wrestling show Lowe, wasn't she?
I don't think that she was.
Maybe not.
Mackenzie Davis.
Doll. Well, yes,
Mackenzie Davis, who I think is beautiful.
Oh, yes. She was in American Pie too when she was younger.
Yes, she was. Not Mackenzie Davis. Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha Lyonne was in American Pie.
No, but honestly, this is a fun watch. This is definitely a good one, and Redbox has been having some really good deals lately, where you get like buy one get one free type of thing on rentals, and it's well worth it with this one. This is definitely worth the price tag on it. So definitely, if you guys want to check it out, it is a good watch. It's definitely recommended, especially now with the political climate that we're in. It's fucking hilarious. And it toes the line right down the middle. So, Brandon, it's not... it doesn't go one way or the other. It makes fun of both equally.
Thank God, dude, because that's the world we live in. It's like you're either one or the other.
There's some great jabs at the Democrats and some great jabs at the Republicans. It's fucking great. I just really loved a lot of the political stuff in the film. That is probably the most enjoyable part. And just the twist that happens towards the middle is so good and so out of left field. So I definitely think that you'll enjoy this if you guys want to check it out. Again, it's Irresistible, the latest Steve Carell film on Redbox.
Alrighty. So, Lewis, spin the wheel.
Yes.
We need to have like a little like
Disney. He can't screw us over with Disney.
Oh, yes, I can.
Chick flick?
It's stuck in the middle.
Fuck off, it's chick flick. I see that shit on chick flick.
I kind of see it on chick flick as well, but...
It's literally on the middle.
It is kind of... Like, hold on. Flip it. Hold on. Come back.
Oh, you
Never mind, it's gone. All right, reflip.
Fucking asshole.
We still got 80s movies.
Well, we can't do back-to-back same theme.
Yeah.
That was kind of the deal that we had.
Oh, trust me, we can.
We can't. Whoa! We can't go back because that was the whole premise when we started this thing. We can't have back-to-back same themes.
All right.
I agree with William. Oh my lord!
There's something about that wheel. There's no way it just keeps falling on 80s.
I'm telling you, I just screwed it back on.
I'm gonna laugh as fucking 80s is meant to be, bro.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Chick flicks end up winning. By half a click, but chick flicks ends up winning.
By half a click. Chick flicks.
I'm excited to see what your picks are for chick flicks. Do you pick two movies?
Naomi, we need you.
When it's your turn to pick, do you pick two movies for all of them in your head? Like, do you make a list?
Yes.
Jesus.
Are you really surprised?
No, but
Oh, all right. So, by the way, I added a few categories in here. I have obviously chick flicks, children, sequels. That will be a fun one because we could only do sequels to franchises, which I think that would be really cool. Dark comedy, 90s, dick flicks, gore films.
The fuck is a dick flick?
A dick flick, like action movie, Michael Bay movies.
Ah, okay.
Gore films, psych thrillers, film noir, 80s, and chick flick.
Okay.
Since we're coming upon Halloween time, I wanted to kind of center it around a little bit more horror themed.
Yes.
Which would be fun.
All right.
I actually watched Countdown, which is like that movie where like you download the app and it tells you when you're going to die kind of thing. It definitely has some Final Destination vibes. It literally was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely like predictable kind of thing, but I mean, it's not
tagged as one of the worst movies ever made.
What?
Countdown.
No. There's a lot worse bad movies made. Like,
all right,
Cannibal Holocaust, The Lord of the Rings.
Yes. All right. If you enjoyed our show, of course, check out Lewis's other show, Midnight Movie Nerds, with him and his fiancée. Did
you say fiancée?
Yeah, fiancée. Nice. I just. William, do you have anything to plug? Do you want to plug?
Hold on.
Yeah,
we have officially launched our new website, which is manbitesmedia.com. Yes, we finally got that freaking domain. I was so happy to finally buy it. I was checking every month, and I got it. So, yes.
Damn, I wonder who
Wait,
is
it like, it's not live, though. Like, we're working on it, though, right?
It's live already. Yes.
Thanks for letting us know. We literally just found out on air.
Surprise!
All right.
Communication
William,
between the three of us is just stupendous, I tell you.
It really is. William, do you have anything to plug?
Not at the moment, because like I said, the D&D podcast is still in the works, so nothing much there. Follow me on House of Phoenix Cosplay on Instagram, but other than that, be well, be good, and live long and prosper.
Yes. All right. And of course, visit our sister site, diverselygeek.org, and our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube. What?
May the prospering be with you.
And our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube at Narcotic Casserole. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, William.
You are most welcome, Obodeshus one.
As always, I am Branden. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Three Idiots with a Mic. Cue the drums because I forgot last week.
Da 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 da.